guys, welcome to math. Alright, so in math we've been working on adding and subtracting two-digit numbers. So today, the first thing we're going to do is just kind of review the best strategy that we've been using, which is that stack it up strategy. And that's when we just stack it up and then we work it out and find the answer. So I would like you to practice these four really quick. Just get your board or your piece of paper, work on these four, and just see what your answer is. Go ahead and pause the video, and we'll restart and go over them. Okay, hopefully you're ready to go back over these. So I hope you did notice when you were working on these that a couple of these are subtraction and a couple of these are adding. So I hope you didn't add on all of them or subtract on all of them. If you did, you could go ahead and pause it and go back and fix. Alright, so let's look at this first one. 73 take away 58. Well, what we've learned is we always start with the ones, and we know if we have 3 ones, we cannot take 8 ones. So there's just not enough. There's more on the floor. So we should go next door and ask for more, and that's what it would look like when we regroup. We go over to the 10s, we take 1, and we give it to the 3 to make it a 13. And then I know 13 take away 8 is 5, and 6 take away 5 is 1. So that gives us our answer of 15. Is that what you guys got? Alright, if you got 15, you get to give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. Alright, let's go ahead and try 34 plus 56. So we'll try this one right here. Alright, same thing. When we stack it up and we add, we need to do the ones first. So 4 plus 6, I know is 10. And if you remember, you cannot put the whole 10 down there. You have to regroup. That's when you put the 1 up here. That's regrouping. And then I can just do the 10s. I know 5 plus 3 is 8. And then 1 more makes 9. So that gives me the answer of 90. Did you get 90? If you did, you're going to jump up and yell, "Yay!" Okay, let's look at 84 take away 21. So 84 take away 21, I start with the ones, and this time I can do this. I have more on the top, no need to stop, because if I have 4, I can definitely take 1, and that would only leave me with 3. And then I can just do the 10s. I know 8 take away 2 is 6. That gives me the answer of 63. If you got 63, you're going to get up and do a jump. Good job. Alright, and then our last one is 70 plus 45. We start with the ones again. We know 0 plus 5 is just plain old 5. I don't have to regroup on that one because 5 doesn't have any 10s to regroup. And then 7 plus 4 is 11. And this time I can put the whole 11 down there because there isn't anywhere over here for it to regroup. So I just put the whole 11. And that gives us the answer 115. If you got 115, you are gonna run over and hug your mom, or your grandma, or your dad, or your big sister. Whoever's there. Now that your mom or dad, your grandma, your big sister is wondering why you hugged them, let's get back to work. Alright. So, today we are working on another way that we can do adding and subtracting. You guys are really, really good stacking it up. But I'm going to try today to teach you mental math. And mental math means that you work it out in your head. That's what mental means. Mental math means you kind of can work it out in your head. And sometimes it can make it easier. So what I'm trying to teach you today is just a way that maybe you can work this out in your head if you don't ever have paper or a board to work it on. So mental math, that's all it means. You work it out in your head. And I'm sure you've seen your mom or dad maybe when they're at the store work out math problems in their head. They don't pull out a piece of paper from their purse or their wallet and write it down and work it out and stack it up. Sometimes they can do things in their head. So I'm just trying to teach you another way that you can do these. So we're going to practice this a little bit today, and hopefully you'll get a little bit better at it. We have done some of these strategies before, but we're going to try to learn it today, trying to use our mental math. So on this one, I know I could stack it up and I could work this one out. But since we're trying to learn this mental math, trying to do it in our head, here is how we would do that. So we have 54, we need to take away 29. We're going to kind of think, and we're going to break 29 up so that we can do just a little part at a time. And we can do that easily in our head. So I know 29 can be broken up into this, 20, and then it has a 9, because there's 2 10s, which makes 20, and then 9 1s. This was called expanded form, remember? Yeah, and it's just a way to break a number up into a different way. 20 can turn into 20 plus 9. And then I can think in my head, well, okay, 54, I'm going to take away the 20 first. So I'm going to say 54, and I'm going to take away 20. I bet we can do that really fast in our head. 54, take away 20, because there's a 0. 54 take away 20 would be 34, right? Because, yeah, 4 take away nothing is 4, and 5 take away 2 is 3. So 34. Yeah, that's fast in my head. So I've got 54 take away 20 is 34. And then I can take away the 9. So I can think 34 take away 9. And I can just count back to do that. So 34 take away 9. I can think like this. 34, and I'm going to go back 9. 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Did I go back 9? Yep. So my answer is going to be 25. And I did all that in my head. I didn't have to stack it up. I didn't have to regroup. I did it kind of all in my head. Now, I knew I drew over here in this little cloud. I drew this and I kind of worked it out a little bit. That was just for me to show you how you're going to do it in your head. But I could do that in my head without any paper, anything to write on. That's called mental math. And it's just where you take the little number or the bottom number and you split it up. And you do one piece at a time. You do the 10s and then you do the 1s. And that sometimes it's a lot faster to try to do that in your head. Sometimes it's not, but it's just another way that we can try it. So let's practice another one. All right, this time we have 90 and we're going to try to take away 63. And I know, yes, I could just stack that up. I could regroup if I need to and I could find the answer. But again, we're trying to teach you just another way that you can try it, and in our head mentally, just in case you don't have any paper sometime, you'll still be able to work these problems out. So remember, if I'm going to do this mentally, I'm going to take this second number there, and I'm going to break it apart into 2 pieces. I'll have the 10s, and I'll have the 1s, because 63 has 6 10s, so that's 60, and it has 3 1s, which is 3, so 63. And then remember, I can just do one piece at a time. Since I'm subtracting, I could say 90 and I can take away 60. Ooh, I bet you can do that real fast. What's 90 take away 60? Yeah, it's 30 because 0 take away 0 is 0. And 9 take away 6 is 3. So we got 30. And then I can do the other part. Since I know 90 take away 60 is 30, I can say, well, what's 30 take away 3? I can just count back. 30, 29, 28, 27. So that leaves me my answer, 27. Are you kind of catching on how you can do this mentally in your head? Yeah, it's not so bad. All right, let's try one more, and then you're going to come into the live class, and we'll practice this just a little bit more, okay? Okay, so one more together. All right, so this one is actually an adding one, but we can still do it mentally in our head the same way. We're just going to add instead of subtract. So if I'm going to try to do this mentally in my head, I'll take that second number and I'm going to break it into pieces, because I'm just going to do one piece at a time. 33 turns into 30 plus 3 because 3 tens is 30 and 3 ones is 3. 30 plus 3. And I'm going to do it the same way. I'm just going to do each part at a time. So I'm going to do 48 and I'm going to add 30 really quick because remember, this time we're adding. So 48 plus 30. Can you do that really fast in your head? 48 plus 30. Yeah, it's 78 because 4 plus 3 is 7 and 8 plus nothing is 8. So 78. All right, so we know we got 78. Now we're going to add this other part. We're going to add the 3. So we've got 78 and we're going to add 3 more. We're just going to count up. 78, 79, 80, 81. That leaves our answer at 81. Okay? All right, if you are still having trouble with this mental math, it's okay because we're going to work on it together in this live class in just a few minutes. And at the end of all this, if you still like stacking it up better, that's okay too. You can still stack it up. It will be fine. I'm just trying to teach you another way that you might like better. And if you like doing this mental math in your head, then you can do it in your head. This is just another strategy. But like I said, don't worry because we're going to practice it some more in this live class. So I'll see you in just a few minutes and be ready to go back over this, okay? All right, I'll see you then.